Hello, thank you for joining me. I'm just standing looking out over the beautiful Dove Valley. We're here in Derbyshire, but over there, the other side of the river, is Staffordshire, and just down below is an old railway line, and through the trees there, you can't see it, there's an old railway station. The old railway station is Norbury, not to be confused with Norbury in London, but Norbury in Derbyshire. And the place we're at now, you can see is a summer house. You can see we're on a country estate. We're at the National Trust's Norbury Manor. There's actually two manors, which we're going to go and have a look at them in a minute. So it's quite interesting that you've got the old railway line down there, which no doubt in the future I'd like to make subject of a video. We'll perhaps do the whole line from Uttoxeter right the way up to Ashbourne and Derby. But today we're not doing railways, we're doing National Trust places. So just coming up through the estate, there's a field there with sheep in. This estate's only recently been open to the public on a regular basis, and even now it's not so regular. It's only open for 4 hours a week, so 2 hours on a Friday, 2 hours on a Saturday. So it is worth coming here, but do make sure you come when it's open. I actually came here 10 years ago. I was on a National Trust working holiday at Colk Abbey, so we came to the manor and we did a load of clearing. We made a big fire in the middle of that field, which was great fun. So I'm now going to take you through here into this garden. We're going to walk up to the manor. Now what I find quite clever is I just came through a gap in the hedge. See, like here, kind of gives the illusion when you look down this hedge from one end to another, it gives the illusion that there are no gaps. So if you look that way, it looks like you kind of can't get out, but you can. So as we come up here, we're now coming up to the old manor. That's the old manor, and here is the newer Elizabethan Manor. So we're going to have a quick look at this. So when you come and visit here, you can't actually go in the new manor. It's a holiday cottage. So you can if you rent it out as a holiday cottage, but if you come and visit, you just go in the old manor. So there's the newer Elizabethan Manor. Beautiful building. And there's another little summer house. And there's the view across the field. We're now going to go back. We're going to have a look at the old manor. So just coming back here, we started off down there. Behind me is the old manor, which we're going to have a closer look at in a minute. Just a couple of things I want to show you here. There's this building, well, I say building, it's a dovecote, I think, I'm not sure, but certainly must be for birds to go in and out of. And then behind the wall here, behind the hedge, is Norbury Parish Church, which we're also going to go and have a look at in a minute. But we'll go and look at the manor now. So back through here. So there's the newer Elizabethan Manor. We're going to go and look at the old Norbury Manor, which dates back to the 13th century. So if we go through these gardens, lovely gardens with box hedging. So it's not a huge property, but it's certainly, I think with most National Trust, or all National Trust places, no matter how big or small they are, or how long you want to spend there, they're always worth visiting. I'm going to go in here now. And as you can see, we're now inside. It's quite interesting. They used to make bread here, I believe, so that's why there's the, I'm not sure what that tool's called, but for flipping the bread over. If you know, comment and tell me, please. Some saws here. Now this is unusual, there's a fireplace, but inside the fireplace there's a window which looks out onto the graveyard. So coming back out now, there's a couple more bits we can see. If we go into this room here, or this goes down into one of the cellars, there's a couple of cellars. It's very small down here, but look, there's some beer barrels, because probably what happened was the water wasn't good enough to drink, so they had to drink beer. It sounds like quite a nice lifestyle to me, drinking real ale every day. We're now going to go into the manor itself. We're actually going to approach it through the Elizabethan Manor. Hello.
Hiya.
So just come in. This is inside the manor. So this is like the downstairs, which perhaps where the servants would live. The main great hall's upstairs. Go up there in a minute. It's interesting, there's a little raised room here. And if you look down there, that's where we were a minute ago when we went to the cellar. I'm going to show you the other cellar now.
That little room would be in a chapel. Because
In a chapel? Oh, right. Okay.
This part of the family, the Fitzherberts, were Catholic,
Oh, I see.
That partition is Elizabethan in date.
Oh, right. So, yeah, that makes
They would
sense.
have had a secret ability
To have a Catholic.
mass.
Right, yeah, okay, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
We'll just have another look. So, the lady was just telling me this was possibly a chapel, because the family who lived here, the Fitzherberts, were Catholic. There's an Anglican church next door. We're going to have a look at that in a minute. Let's just go down here now. Come down into the cellar, slightly bigger than the other one, and there's more beer barrels, more real ale. So, as I said, quite a nice lifestyle. We're now going to go up to ground level and up to upstairs. We're going to go out here now. So now come upstairs. It's interesting, up here there's a door which I think might have been an internal door, because I don't know if there was ever any glass inside. As you can see, it's very old. It was possibly once two doors. We go through here. I'm going to go. This is the great hall here. Maybe. Then if we look out there, you can see the garden where we just were, out there in the garden. And over there is the churchyard. We're now going to have a look at the church.
And a nice big garden for you to explore.
So just going down now. We can go out here, past, as I said, this is the Elizabethan Manor, through this little doorway here. And we've now come to the front of the Elizabethan Manor. We're now going to go up these steps here to the church. So in front of us is the beautiful church. So the old manor, which is this building here, as you can see, it's got this later Elizabethan extension, dates back to the 13th century. So I believe it's part of the walls you see here, the stone walls, they're the oldest walls. That's what dates back to the 13th century. The rest of it's 14th century. Now if you look at the church, the chancel of the church is 13th century, but the nave is 14th century. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go and have a look inside. Down here. I knew this one would be open because I saw people coming out a minute ago. Sometimes we go to these churches and you find they're not open, but this one is. Over here. Here we are. We're inside this beautiful church. So as the lady was saying, the Fitzherbert family who lived in the house, they were Catholics. They probably didn't come here, but the rest of, I don't know if I call it a village, it's a very spread out place in Norbury. There is a school up the road. I was driving through the fields, in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the fields. There was a school, so that it clearly is a place. It's a lovely church. I first came in this church 10 years ago when I did that National Trust working holiday here. And they've got a visitor book, which is quite interesting. And it goes back a long way. And I won't show you because it'll take me a while to find it, but I actually found my name in there when I last came. When I last came here, I do love it when I can get a postcard of church. Well, I got this postcard, and it's quite unusual because it's limited to 1,000. So there's not many left out of that 1,000 now. I must have been one of the first to get one. 10 years on, you can still get one if you wish. So let's have a look around the church. So we're in the nave now. There's the little lady chapel, which is, you can see it's very small. So you've got the pews, and there's a small altar. And then we're going to go into the chancel, the oldest part of the church. There's a rood screen here. This chancel is beautiful, very light, big windows, perpendicular Gothic windows. I think, no, maybe that isn't because perpendicular's later, but it's, I was thinking that because they're quite tall and straight, but anyway, it's beautiful chancel, lovely altar, very high altar. So So yeah, it's a really nice church, and it really has a bit of a feeling of being in the middle of nowhere. What I'm going to do next is we're going to go to the village of Ellestone, and we're going to go have a walk around there. What I thought I might do is, as I'm not alone, I've got my girlfriend with me, she's wandering around. I thought I'd make a video as I drive to the next village, and I'll talk and she can film me. So we're going to now leave the church, and I'm going to go and find my way out. There you go. I'm going to go and have a look outside, and then be time to go. So just go out here, we'll finish it out into the churchyard. So from the churchyard at the beautiful Norbury Manor, thank you very much for watching.